Alright, so I made my way back through, but before we go back in there, I am going to see what I can do with bond points. Although I definitely am getting to the point where I'm gonna need more than 6 points to do well, actually, not quite. 6 is definitely enough to do something. Actually, I'm gonna do more safecracker levels. Okay, I need to unlock question mark. Okay, so we can't. So I don't know what that's gonna need yet. Max SP, max HP again. I can't unlock that yet. I'll just more SP because ye, baby. And save the rest. Ooh, increase chance for mass to manifest. I will save them. I'm gonna save for at least, you know, a few of those at a time, or bigger boys too. And think about that. And also, like, actually go through to read them. Probably off camera. I'm gonna make sure I do my due diligence on game mechanics more than not at all. Which is still something I'm learning to pay more attention to. But anyway.
The door is closed. So
Yeah,
we can't get inside? I don't see a keyhole anywhere either. Let's take a look around. There might be another way in.
So...
Should we take it?
Yeah, okay, yeah, looks like we don't... Okay, so we have to go around this way, clearly. Alright. Or at least we can. Maybe we could go that way, but the option isn't open to us. I don't really know if we should, well, I mean, it's probably doable if I'm really careful. Beautiful. Thankfully, skills are not really near as important in this game than in Persona. Because in Persona, skills are the only way you can attack other than melee, which didn't do much. And melee in this game does a lot because it's a Muso game. I don't think you could design one that doesn't really use, you know, it doesn't let you just basically mash buttons to victory. This is still like that, but there's a little bit more involvement than some other action games I've played for certain.
Doesn't look like there's any shadows around.
I love the movement stuff. I love being able to zip. Oh, I didn't even mean to go up here. What's this? Happy little axe. Oh, this must be how I have to go around. I'm glad I accidentally discovered this, or else I might have been really confused for a while looking for it, because that's pretty common for me sometimes. It has been pretty common for me in the past sometimes. And hopefully, less so in the future. We're working on paying more attention, having more deductive skills that I really practice on these and stuff. Yeah, I did it.
Someone looks happy. Was that not a challenge?
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
I'm sensing a powerful shadow.
Yay, save point. Oh.
Someone here? I'm going too.
That combo strike was devastating! Not done yet.
I love Futaba's banter, cheering on whoever you've got control of. I like that a lot. There's a lot of great Phantom Thieves camaraderie here that, you know, I feel like there's just there's just more just kind of flavor dialogue that really gets you into the vibe of all these peeps working together and being awesome. Especially now that they are a solidified team and know generally what to do in places like this. And I would say that if they were animated, this is how their fights would probably look like. So they probably know exactly how to fight, you know, like this. It's you know, presented in a turn-based fashion in Persona 5 itself, but... Ooh, ha, ha, we. Ate all the delicious food, Makoto, so that you're not low health anymore. But yeah, cooking really gets you some really nice HP and SP items. In fact, probably the best ones. I don't really think it's worth it to buy anything but ingredients the more I think about it. Considering they seem to be your absolute best healing items, period. They still don't heal very much, but I think it's just to compensate for the fact that if you know how to play well, you won't take too much damage anyway, and to kind of encourage playing better, and not just, you know, the normal JRPG thing where you can stock up on enough healing items a lot of the time where you don't really have to worry about not sucking. Well, I mean, not all the time, but there's certainly games you can do that in. Same with grinding and stuff, but yeah. Ooh, I really like this part here. I'm just listening to this right now. Phantom Star Rider. Ooh, strengthens her special attacks. Makes Johanna stronger and more runny over or something. She can run over things gooder. Gooderer. Hell yeah, indeed. Hell yeah, indeed, Ryuji, and hell yeah, indeed, Yusuke, and hell yeah, indeed, on.
I want to check that out.
Wanna smoke some marijuana? Okay, hold on. Okay, searchlights. But like, what's up here? Ah, okay. I guess that's what he was talking about with... I want to check that out. That's our chest. So when people say like that, I guess there's a treasure chest nearby, right? That's like the indicator, other than just looking around. So yeah, I'll have to remember that. It seems to be the indicator of, oh, I want to check that out. When people say something akin to that, oh, and your party members say something akin to that, it probably means there's a chest nearby, it looks like. Good to know.
Be more alert from now on.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Searchlights. Be careful. Okay. Ah, wow. Those are hard to avoid. I don't really... A lot of these... Is it just me, or are the 2D sections seem poorly designed? They seem wonky and just weird. Like, not... They don't play well. Like, it was really hard... I mean, frankly, part of it was me just blitzing through because I'm used to doing that. It's trying to pull off a Nier Automata style thing of the perspective switching, I think. And I don't remember how I liked that in Nier Automata. I haven't finished that game yet. One of these days I will, though. Likely on this channel, actually. But, yeah. Give me the jewel! Give it to the Durgan! Ominous Radar. We're stealing the shit that we gotta steal because we're the heroes and shit. Sorry. Kind of what we gotta do in this story, friends. Non-friends. I'm such a polite person, all I can say is non. I say that, but sometimes I can be rude when I'm listening. Or just, you know, irritable enough. Or just generally just, like, feel rebellious, I guess? But then sometimes I'd be super polite and shiz. There. We did it. I feel like there should be a little bit more
Got both the sun
of
and the
difficulty
rain.
guarding
Let's get back over to
those,
the tower.
but
Oh, hey. Did the rain stop?
we did have many bosses on the way, so I guess that works. And it's not like I'm complaining that there's not a lot of hard fights. I mean, some people would. A lot of gamers would. I don't agree with that mentality in general. I agree with maybe turning up the difficulty if you really wanna, and I do, but I don't. Especially because some fights are still kicking my buttocks to a degree, so... And I also really don't feel like I get the mechanics. And when I do, I might...
Well, Joker's definitely the hero. Plain's the martial artist. I guess Mona would be the mage?
What about me?
You're the jester, Skull. Done.
Just... Wait, why?
What would he really be?
My job would be the company manager? think that's what they're talking about.
Let's see here. Skull would be like the barbarian type character probably, and Haru would be like the actual thief probably, like the actual like rogue person. Anyway.
I'll just add this.
Also, I love it. They're really paying homage to, you know, Persona's roots of, or at least Persona's genre. Let's say that of with this whole area really, and all the like. There's been a lot of fantasy game references, but also just generally fantasy world references, and also a lot of writing trope stuff, which I'm eating up because I'm a huge nerd for these kinds of settings. So much. Especially in the video games. And really mostly in the video games or, you know, my own settings that I work on. I like the interactive element, the creative element. Or interactive/creative. Like, I don't really like passive entertainment very much, except, like, you know, I like watching others play games. I get more value out of that than just watching a story or reading a book. I've always been very literate, but in recent years I realized that I want to be a part of this interactive entertainment world. I also want to create things for other people to read, to write, to watch, to play, and to enjoy. Especially to play. I definitely am going to start teaching myself game stuff. I don't think you should go for college for game programming, because there's literally free resources you can learn that from. Then there's a lot of things online you can purchase that can really get you some good courses and stuff for that. And computer skills like that, there's always free ways and non-free, probably easier ways to learn them on the internet. There's no fucking reason to go to college and spend thousands of dollars in order to learn game programming, in my opinion. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I just, like, I've already researched the, you know, like, buying courses or anything like that. You don't have to do that. That's for people that want it now. And that's the problem, the now factor. That's why these people make a pretty penny off of this shit. And a lot of times it's not as effective as they're advertising it. Because the point is to make them money, not to actually put out a good product. Which, thankfully, I am so adamantly against that I promise you, when I find a way to make money, I will know that the way I'm doing it is not, and doesn't even support people that focus entirely on money, you know? So, anyway. Or, like, not entirely, but focus, like, on, how can I make money from this, over, how can I make a good product that people will probably want to buy on faith, and that's how I make my money. That's what I want. You know what I mean? Anyway. Buy on faith or support on faith, you know, of like, this is already good. I want to give this person the ability to continue making better stuff and more stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's why crowdfunding works so well. And I hope I get to the point with this channel where that can start happening, but I'm not going to really ask for it. I know I basically just sort of did, kind of, but not really. Like, I'm just kind of stating a fact. Everyone that does YouTube probably would love to be paid for it, even though that does not work out for everyone. But anyway, friends, let's keep going.